been a while since I made a vlog, and I was so determined to carry on with these Ironman vlogs when I started training, and I didn't continue them. And that's my fault, and I do apologise, but I am back. And the reason I'm back, say hello Luna, is because I think, I've got another 5 months-ish plus left to train for my race, and lots has gone on in the meantime. I feel like I would resent myself a little bit for not tracking or not documenting the tough times. So the quick update is that I'm now training for half Ironman. There's a few reasons for that. Financially, I think is one. Time consumption. I don't really know if I want to spend that much time focusing on a goal like that at this stage in my life when I've got a lot of things that I want to get done over the next year, or at least start getting done. And I've got to be true to myself. I think I'm a very all or nothing person when it comes to a goal. Like, I will make sure I achieve the goal, but I also have to understand that it's a realistic goal, and the full one for me at this time in my life isn't a realistic one, and that's okay. I'm brand new to this, and I will be very, very happy with the half one, and the training for it thus far has been very difficult anyway. So I guess the second update is that I have a massive injury. Well, not massive, but it's one that's put me out, let's be honest. And when I stopped making that last video in November, that's when I got the injury, and so it coincides with when I stopped vlogging. Essentially, it's an overusage injury that's been caused by a weakness that I've had. I have quite a weak, it's like the inner part of my foot, and I have like quite flexible ankles, and it's up the sort of my fibula around there where I sort of have this pain. Anyway, my coach, she works with the rehab team. Her partner and has another lady he works with as well in that rehab team, and she's been helping me out to, I guess, try and strengthen the weaknesses that are in my leg and my inner foot. Now, this is something that I've been working on since November. I went to the physio with the NHS, no hate to the NHS, but that physio, or the physios that I went to, were pretty useless. I don't think they really gave me much idea of what was going on, and the exercises that they set me were very just non-related to what is actually going on. So anyway, so I didn't run for the 6 to 8 weeks, or probably 8 weeks over Christmas, from all of January pretty much. Started introducing some smaller runs in February. Still, I've not really ran. Today will be my longest run for a while, which would be 36 minutes, and it's just a run with some strides in, some like faster paces, but I've got to be very careful because I feel the pain on and off when I run, and I also feel it sort of like on the days after I run. So it's just one of those things that it is going to sort of change the way I probably run, and the way that I train, or the way that my running training is going to have to be for the half Ironman. So it's one of them. It makes me want it even more, if that makes sense. And I'm going to get some new shoes as well to support that part of my foot a little bit more, because I do have just like neutral shoes, which aren't, don't get me wrong, they're not hugely different, but at the same time, like, I'm just going to trial a different pair and just see if it does help me to some extent. So yeah, so Ironman Weymouth, or Ironman 70.3 Weymouth, don't want to get your hopes up, or my hopes up with the full one, but I'm very much looking forward to it. My swimming also has been here or there, so I've, in the last 2 months, got a swim coach, which I'm seeing every 3 to 4 weeks, depending on when I can go, which has helped me a little bit as well, because swimming was something that I was really struggling with. The bike has been going pretty well, touch wood. That's probably the one that I've been getting pretty strong at, and I feel like has been the most progressive. Obviously gutting when 2/3 of the discipline aren't, where they could be, but it's part of the process. I'm here for the journey, and, I'm sure I'll feel, just even more emotional and better for it when the day comes that I can finally complete it. And then, the full Ironman is ahead, I'm sure, at some point. I really do love the sport. I've only been doing it 6 months or just over, but I have really sort of grown a love for it. It's very tough at times, but it's definitely something that, I want to achieve is a full one day. I've got to be realistic with these things sometimes, and it's quite a selfish sport, I think. Not in a negative way, but in a way that, you do have to put a lot on the line, and financially, time-wise, and something that I'm not prepared to do for a full one at this stage, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to go now to get a coffee, get my hair cut. Had a morning off. I've actually just swam. So I said morning off doing work, because I don't have client check-ins on a Friday. Then later on today, I'll be doing some work at home, and then I'll be going out for my run with Stride, so I'll try and take you guys on a bit of that and give you a little update on how my leg is feeling and how that run went, because it is the first one that has some harder efforts in it, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So, back home from coffee and haircut. This has arrived. And I promise that, you know, you're not just going to watch me try things on in every vlog. Because I remember the last vlog, the wetsuit arrived. And the reason I bought the wetsuit then and the reason I bought this tri-suit now is because I'm just staggering things out, you know. Like, this stuff costs money. So, you know, just buy things as and when. Obviously, not even tried the wetsuit out yet. Hopefully, I'll start to do some open water swimming in the near future, in the next couple of months, which would be cool. Watch me try this on now, and fingers crossed that this works. It's not going to fit you, but it might fit me. So that's the other thing as well with obviously training for triathlon, is you need to get used to wearing very tight clothing. Obviously, I probably won't wear this tri-suit for quite a long time, but cycling shorts, running shorts, swimming shorts, it's all pretty tight around that region. So yeah, you're gonna have to get used to it if you want to train for a triathlon. You gotta get used to it. Yeah. Right. So I've got the bottoms on. I'm having to crouch down a bit here. Fit well. I'm basically debating. We'll see how the top goes, but I'm debating whether I need to size up or not. We'll see. I know it's meant to be tight, but how tight's it meant to be, you know? I don't know. What the fuck is this? How do you get the back up? Ugh. Is this right? This is not right, is it? Surely. Once it's on, right? Like, you have it on under your wetsuit. I'll take my watch off. Maybe that will help. Get off! Mate, I don't know about anyone else, but I absolutely hate having my Garmin on unless I need it. Fucking hell. Sorry. Right, let's do this bad boy up. Nice. You can't see the bottom really, because the camera's tracking my face, but I think it fits quite well. You can see my rear derriere. Oh, it's got pockets. Wait, what's this for? When you got cold hands? Is that for when you got cold hands? It's a bit cold, isn't it, this morning? Oh, gotta use my back pocket. I don't know. Yeah, no, nice though. And then, yeah, I think as long as I don't put on too much weight or lose too much weight, then I think this will be good. I'm gonna have some lunch. I've still got that run to do later on, so I'll catch up with you then, because I've got quite a lot of afternoon work to do today that I really don't want to do. We're ready, so run time is now, and I'm not actually looking forward to it because it is a little bit windy, which I don't like, but it is what it is. So I've got also bear in mind my runs are really pathetic, short. They're not pathetic. No run is pathetic, but compared to maybe what I was doing a little bit beforehand, they're obviously very small, but I've got a small warm-up into zone 2, into hard efforts with quite a decent long recovery between, and then a cool down. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I've not done, like I said, anything that severe. Like I said, I've probably done about 6 or 7 runs in total in the last couple of months, and they've all just been test runs just to see how I'm feeling, really. There's been no intervals, hard efforts, anything like that. So it'll be interesting to see how we go. Also, I hope I don't get blown into a different atmosphere. We'll see if I catch you in the next clip. Still on planet Earth. So just into my zone 2 now. Feeling okay actually so far. Still feel it in my leg, but nothing different to what it normally feels like, to be honest. So 6 minutes left and we'll go into the harder efforts. But yeah, my zone 2 at the moment is feeling quite comfortable, to be fair. I think that's the thing as well to note, is that cardio wise I'm not bad, because obviously I've been still doing the bike. It's just the legs, mainly my left leg with the injury. That's the main thing that's stopping me, increasing the volume, but I'm gonna get some new shoes. I don't know if I mentioned that in this vlog, can't remember, but gonna get some new shoes with some inside foot support, and yeah, just keep continuing with my rehab program, and that's all we can do really. Anyway, I'll get these hard efforts done, and then I'll go into my cool down, and I'll give you a little recap at the end. But also, look how lovely it is where I get to run. So this is the Chester Racecourse. I live in Chester, and it's just, yeah, it's a lovely place to run, and very, very lucky. Oh, we are done. You're probably wondering how I got here. I run here. The fuck? If it's windy and you can't hear me, I'm sorry. But anyway, all boxed off at 6.3k, I think, in total. 36 minutes. Excuse me, as I said, 6 efforts in there. They actually felt okay, like I said, like at the start. From a cardio standpoint, pretty good. It's just the legs. And I've noticed that my injury is sort of on both legs. It's not like, which I guess is sort of a good thing in a way, because it just shows that it's just a weakness in that part of my leg, both legs. Excuse me. So I just struggle a bit with like the power in those hard efforts, because I've not done hard efforts for three months plus. So it just felt a little bit odd and a little bit difficult on my legs. But I also think I need to loosen off my calves because they feel very tight. I've never had like a sports massage or anything like that on my calves, and I know that sports massages aren't the answer all the time, but to loosen things up just might get it done. But yeah, I'm actually not completely disappointed with that, and it just felt nice to sort of follow a bit more of a structured workout rather than just running, you know, for the sake of it. So that was nice. So I'm gonna head home. Then tomorrow morning I'm going to London because I've got an event with basically the app that I use for my coaching. They're running a sort of like a little get-together thing where just get some insights on business and content and things like that, and how to improve it. So I'm gonna head down there. So I might vlog a little bit of that. Probably get lost in London, because I always do every time I go to London. And then I'll probably catch up with you next week and see what I get up to during next week. A bit more training, see where I'm at with things, because I'm at a wedding on Sunday. So yes, right, hopefully I'll catch you in London. My train's at 4:45 in the morning, so it's going to be a long day. So we have made it to London. Pretty tired, in all honesty. I mean, it's only 20 to 9 now. I think I'm going to go get a coffee, because I've got time to spare, because it's meant to start at 9, this event, and it's not now, it's starting at 10. So I've got a bit of spare time. Still got an hour to kill before this event starts, which I don't know if I'll record any of it, to be honest, because it's meant to be sort of, I think it's in like sort of not like it's like a meeting, sort of like an office sort of meeting room. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It's for coaching, as I've mentioned, so hopefully I'll learn something today from some experts in the business. Honestly, London is like the most baffling place. I've just walked past the BBC, like, what's going on there? Greg James and that. And then someone walked in with a guitar, and I was like, you're definitely going to the live lounge. I don't know. Anyway, it's a nice area. I'm in, was it? Well, like Regent Street is and all that. Like all the Monopoly board things that are well expensive. Just pretending that I live here. Then, I just need to show you these trees. Lovely little road. Also in the coffee shop then, I actually went to 2 coffee shops. This old gentleman asked if he could sit next to me. Started reading his book, had his little oat bowl, I think. And when I left, he said, Thank you for letting me sit here. And it made me realise, like, we just don't connect anymore, do we, as people, and it's very sad. Anyway, look at this road. It's another lovely road, look. I'm actually going to be late for this event now, so I'm gonna catch you in a bit. It does look like focaccia. We are so back. When did I leave you? I think I left you in London just now, right? So obviously the event happened. Then I obviously didn't get my camera out at all. I was just learning, and then I got what did I get? A pizza. I got a really nice pizza at apparently a really popular pizza place in London, which was really, really lovely. And I just thought I'd update you on it now. I was going to update before I got on the train home, but just getting around London is a nightmare and it's stressful, and I thought, you know what, I'm knackered. It was a 17-hour day. I got up, obviously it was like 4 a.m. or something, and then didn't get home till like 10, I think, something like that. So it was just a long day, and then went straight into a wedding Sunday. So it's now Tuesday, by the way. So Sunday was a wedding, got home yesterday, so thought I'd update you on it now. It was a really, really good event, actually. Now, I guess with this type of business, it's a bit of a minefield unless you've got the right recipe. And what I mean by that is sort of like it's a bit tough to figure out what you should be sort of focusing on the most, or where your weaknesses are. And I guess unless you have a business mentor or someone on the exterior that can sort of pinpoint that for you, it's quite difficult. So the fact that, you know, Reese came over from Australia for this event, that obviously was now more of like a VIP event in one room. There's only like 4 people there, 4 coaches. We just spent 4 hours where we could just ask him questions, basically, in terms of, you know, where our weaknesses were, and I guess just sort of where to learn, I guess, and what to sort of best focus on. So gave me some good nuggets of information, which sort of make me look forward to this year, I guess, you know, putting some more effort into areas that I know I need improvement on. And yeah, I think it was worthwhile. So really good weekend. Obviously the wedding was lovely as well. Now what have I got now? Now I've got a call with my coach, Laura, just to catch up, and then I've got to go. I've just got a really busy week. My parents are over as well, which is lovely, but obviously it just means I've got to cram everything into the day to see them in the evening. So call with Laura, then I'm heading off to do full body. Then I've got a 40-minute run, which I don't know if I'm going to have time to do today, so I might actually have to delay it to the end of the week. But yeah, I'll try and get a couple clips to the gym, because I've not done full body in over a week, so I'm sure that's going to be not nice for me. And I'll also get some of my physio stuff done as well. Just pulled up at the gym, and yeah, just on that call there with my coach, just catching up. And one thing we spoke about was just how, because obviously I've had the weekend off, as you know, how weird it feels when you do triathlon training to have 2 days off. Like, you know, this isn't me saying like, oh, you know, look at us, like we do so much more exercise than everyone else. No, it's not that. It's just the volume of it and the amount you have to do it compared to what I was used to, at least, which was like 4 days a week max. It's a lot. I'm literally had the weekend off, and I was chatting to her and I was like, I can't even remember what training feels like. So I need to go remember and remind myself now. Got a full body session and physio, and then a 40-minute run, which I don't know if I'm going to do. I might have to do on the treadmill, if I'm honest. So it's not ideal, but we move. Right, full body is done. Filmed a few bits. I was going to do some arms as well, but the physio takes quite a long time, and I just don't have the body time. So, gonna get changed and go in and do a 40-minute run on the treadmill, which I absolutely don't want to do. But I really don't have time to do outside at home when I get back. So, this is what it is. We suffer the consequences of our actions, and my actions over the weekend. Didn't do any work, didn't do any training, and that's how things go. But I did have a lovely weekend off, so it all counts. So this run is actually a 40-minute easy run, so I need to pace myself well. I need to try and not get bored either, because on a treadmill 1 minute is 5, I believe. I think that's the conversion rate. Try not to get bored, pace myself. Hopefully my leg feels good, because it's in there, it's boiling, fucking boiling, mate. And then I'm gonna head off home, get some work done before I meet my mum and dad for a couple of drinks. Right, let's go get this run done. Done. That was actually quite enjoyable. Obviously it was on the treadmill, which wasn't the most ideal situation. It is getting hot in the gym now, and it hasn't got aircon, and the doors weren't open, so it was a little bit here or there. But yeah, just like really chilled pace. Leg, touch wood, excuse me, didn't feel that bad. I didn't feel that bad. Again, you know, I always feel it, so I keep saying to my coach, like, it's not disappearing, like it's still there, but it's manageable, which as long as this is manageable throughout the rest of my training, then that's really what I'm doing. So obviously do my physio, and just as long as it's preventative, you know, in terms of it getting worse, then that's still success in my eyes. So I think I did 6.7k according to my watch there, I can't remember, which was nice, and could have gone, yeah, a bit longer. And it's just really nice, just really feel good about myself and the hard work that I'm putting in. And I think it's important to actually celebrate your wins, celebrate your hard work, and thank yourself for the work that you do, because we are in a world where things are getting a little bit lazy. You know, I think there's like imposter syndrome now if you do well, and you know, if you share things on, you know, Instagram that, you know, you're doing this or you're doing that, or with your friends and family. Like, ultimately, look, if you're doing hard work, it should be celebrated and taking care of your fitness. Now I've gone off on a bit of a rant now, but yeah, it's important to remind yourself that you're doing well and that you're putting in the hard work, and you should be proud of yourself. It's a very good thing to be talking to yourself about, and how you talk to yourself most days is ultimately the belief system that you create in your head. So the weight session was a bit meh. I'm not really into weights at the moment, to be honest. I just get it done. So yeah, really good. Gonna go home now, get some meal prep done, hopefully see my mum and dad, and wrap up the day. Right, just quickly for all you dog lovers that hate cats, how? I've just got home. Listen, you gonna roll around? That's what I don't get about dog people. They hate cats. Why? Look at that. Oh, yes. Look at that. Cat people are like, oh yeah, I love all animals, you know. Dog people, I fucking shoot the fucking cat. So, off for a 40-minute run now, and then I'm going to wrap up the vlog. So, see how it goes. Already swam this morning. Pretty good, to be fair. Wasn't too bad. Now I've got a 40-minute run. Not really in the mood, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, and then I'll wrap up the vlog. Injury's not feeling that great today, if I'm honest with you, which isn't ideal. Yeah, it's not been great. I am feeling very tight this week, so extra stretching is going to be in, and sports massage is on the cards, as I've mentioned. I need to put that in, but yeah, stretching is definitely going to be more of a routine for me, because I've definitely been slacking on it recently. But yeah, obviously now I've realised that it does need to be a priority. I just sort of do struggle a little bit for time sometimes when I'm at the gym, but I forget I can just do stretching at home. So no excuses really, because this tightness that I have in my legs at the moment isn't helping the injury. And yeah, I just feel like legs are made of lead really, but we move. So 40-minute run done, and I'm going to wrap up the vlog as well. So thank you for coming along. Sorry this is on my phone as well, I forgot my vlogging camera, but Lucozade in hand. Sometimes I try and stop at Tesco on the way back, you know, try and finish the run at Tesco so I can get one of these bad boys. But yeah, no, not actually too disappointed with that. In theory, the pace was a little bit fast for what was set for me by my coach, but I just sort of settled into a rhythm, and it actually felt, I don't know, quite comfortable for me. By comfortable, I mean obviously because of my injury, which I've not mentioned 1,000 times in this video. Sometimes running too slow, and the impact that puts on my legs hurts more. So sometimes settling into a pace, a little bit of a faster pace, actually benefits me by the looks of it. So yeah, it's probably the strongest run I've done since before Christmas, I would say. Obviously it's nothing like what I was doing before Christmas, but I don't work on who I was or what I was doing. I work on who I am now and what I've got to improve upon. So next vlog, I'm hoping, will be something to do with my open water swim. I've got my first open water swim in a couple of weeks' time. So that'll be in a local lake, and actually my swim coach is running it, so it'll be a bit of a workshop. So yeah, I'm hoping to be able to take a camera and just sort of update you on what's going on then. Probably we'll tie it into some other stuff during that week, see where we're at with things. But yeah, that'll be really exciting to do. And I'm hoping to get a couple clips with a friend of mine called Nick, who I met in the gym. I'll have to message him, but it'd be good because obviously his reason for training for an Ironman, I met him in the gym in the pool. He's training for a full Ironman. Is it's just really heartwarming. And if he can share a little bit on the vlog, that'd be really cool because he's a top man, and he's coming along to the workshop as well. So yeah, thank you for watching if you got this far. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and also if you are a beginner to triathlon training, yes, I'm not experienced, but obviously I am a beginner, and I think I made a lot of mistakes, and I think a lot of people starting triathlon, if you're anything like me, it's tough to sort of know what to do and what to get and what to avoid. And if I can give any advice on what I've learned so far, drop me some questions below. I'm happy to help, because I wish, you know, I had some of that before I started, because obviously I've hired my coach and I just ask her anything I want. But if you haven't got a coach and you want to know some bits and bobs, feel free to message below or drop some comments below. And again, if I can't answer them, I'm not going to answer them. But yeah, appreciate everyone watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.